I did a video on a Platinum last week, and that truck was almost identical to this one. They were both star white, and for the most part, the only thing that truck had that this one doesn't was clearance lights, the twin panel moonroof, max recline seats, and then that one had the supplemental heater. This one does not have any of those options. So I'm going to show you guys the payload of that truck at some point in this video, but let's see if it's going to be the same payload. Now, if you watched my last video, you kind of know the outcome to this, but I've always wondered, are the stickers close to the same with certain options? We'll find out in this video. Special shout out to Larry H. Miller, Super Ford. If you have not done so yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel. These guys get a lot of trucks in. This Platinum is available. Has a standard output, power stroke. I will show you guys the window sticker here in a second, but let's go ahead and discuss something about this truck compared to a Lariat. I've seen a lot of Lariat Ultimates at the dealership. Those trucks are typically around $89,000 to about $93,000. That's about where I see them at. They typically will have the panoramic sunroof, all that good stuff too. But if you're looking at a Lariat and you want to add every single option, you probably might want to consider this Platinum, because one thing I love about this truck is it has like a lot of standard equipment. Like for example, this has the 2,000 watts of power in the bed, power deployable running boards, heads-up display, and you have the premium interior. So you're going to get the 5-passenger, especially like for that center console. So if you would like to have the center console, because with the Lariat it does come with the 6-passenger standard, this is the truck to get. Also, painted bumper. So if you want to get that sport appearance package and really Mac Daddy that Lariat up, I would venture to say you're probably making a mistake. I would 100% consider this Platinum. And to drive that point home, here is a 2024 Lariat. This is the F350. I built this truck pretty much apples to apples with the Platinum you're going to see in the video. There's no sunroof. This truck is only $3,000 cheaper than a Platinum. And there's a few options that come standard on the Platinum that I haven't even mentioned yet, which you'll see in this video. But the only thing that probably doesn't matter for some people is the onboard scales. This does come standard on the Platinum. But the 2,000 watts of power, most people would want that. You have the center console, and that comes a part of that Lariat Ultimate package. But here's pretty much everything I added. Standard output, power stroke, the Ultimate package there, sport appearance to get the painted bumpers and 20-inch wheels. You cannot get power deployable running boards on this truck if you get the sport appearance or the black appearance. And with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the window sticker. So here's the spec, and then here's all the standard equipment, and here are the options. So there's not a lot of different things. Like Star White's $1,000, so you can get an additional $1,000 off this truck if you just get a standard color. Standard output power stroke, locker out back, and a few other things, just miscellaneous things. Now they do knock off the massagers. That's the only negative thing about the Platinum is if you want to get the massagers, well, you can't. So that does suck. But something else I did not mention is these headlights are upgraded from the Lariat. The Lariat does come standard with the LED headlights, but they're the reflective style. These are the projector style. These may be auto leveling. I don't know for sure, and if they are, maybe I'll put it in the video if I remember. But nevertheless, you're going to get a better output on the ground, and this is the low beam down below here. And as I mentioned earlier, painted bumpers, parking sensors, all that good stuff comes standard. So you're not adding a bunch of stuff onto this truck up front. So in my opinion, at 93 grand, I've seen Lariats at $90,000 without the trimmer package. So with that being said, I strongly recommend to really take the Platinum a lot serious. And I know that the wheels are probably a hit or miss for most people, but online, I did not like these wheels at all either. I was actually gonna either black out the rest of it or just switch them off because I didn't like them online. But when I saw them in person, they have like a matte black finish to them with that machine look. It looks good. It really does. It does match like that trim piece right here, so it does kind of play together on the side of the truck. But yeah, as I said, you get all the other things that you would want, like the power deployable running boards, 2,000 watts of power, and you add this. You add a power lift gate with a sonar on the tailgate with the backup camera too. That stuff comes standard on this truck. And you have the power function for it to go back up. That step, even though I'm not a fan of it, that does come standard too. You also get the LED taillights. So all in all, this truck is pretty well spec'd, and it doesn't have every option. The only one I would really want on this truck is the fifth wheel prep package and that panoramic sunroof. I won't take too much time on the interior, but a lot of people on the Platinum video I did said this is basically just a slightly jazzed up Lariat. So for some people, they rather just get the Lariat, and the Lariat might be an easier truck to get from the factory versus this one, because I ordered a Platinum, although I ordered it from the wrong dealership and it never got built. But now the dealership I'm at right now, Larry H. Miller Super Ford, they have like 3 or 4 of these here. They have like 2 or 3 King Ranches here. So there's a lot of trucks coming in. It just depends on where you buy your truck from. So the Platinums did take a little bit longer to come in, but hey, I think that is worth the wait. You get the premium sound system, you get the tilt headrest standard too. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff, and I love the overall design of this truck. The heads-up display, as I mentioned earlier, heated and ventilated seats do come standard on the Lariat, so there's that. But I think the interior is just slightly nicer compared to that Lariat trim. And when you think about apples to apples, when you start adding a bunch of options to that truck, it just comes very apparent that this is the way to go. These auxiliary switches come standard on the Lariat. That is an option. It's like a $165 option, by the way. Now let's go ahead and go back to what I was talking about earlier. Now this is the window sticker for the truck that I did a video on about a couple weeks ago. So everything's pretty much the same. This truck just adds the supplemental heater. It also has the panoramic sunroof, clearance lights, and max recline seats. Now I don't know if the max recline seats adds weight, but I'm pretty sure this supplemental heater does. And from what I've been told, sunroofs always take away from the payload. Now here is the payload for this truck. 3,973 pounds. And with this one, there's no difference. 3,973 pounds. I was shocked to see that. I would have expected this truck to have like maybe 4,080, like 100 pounds more because of that big old panoramic sunroof. So honestly, I would think that I would rather have that sunroof versus not. And that might answer some questions for you guys, because that truck had that panoramic sunroof, the supplemental heater, clearance lights, which I'm sure that adds a little bit of weight, probably not much. The only thing is that bed mat back here, I wonder if that's just a lot heavier. Let's see. I'm gonna pick it up real quick. I mean, it's probably like 30 pounds, I would say, that whole mat. But I would have still expected the truck to have more payload. So I would like to know in the comment section, do you think that the manufacturer just does a roundabout for some of the trucks, and when you add in spray and bayliner, fifth wheel prep package, panoramic sunroof, it drops it down even more, maybe? Because this truck may have more payload than it's showing, but this might just be like the ballpark that they say these trucks are all going to have. So maybe the payload doesn't change a lot between the options that you add to the trim level. So you can expect your Platinum to have around 3,900 pounds of payload capacity. If it were a long bed, well, the gross vehicle weight rating would go up to 12.4, and so that would give you a little bit more capacity because of that longer bed. But keep in mind, that truck does have a 48-gallon fuel tank compared to this 34-gallon on this standard bed Platinum. But I hope this video was helpful. If you would like to see more of this truck, I did another video on one showing around all the options, all that good stuff. So be sure to check it out. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Are the manufacturers just giving you a roundabout payload number, or maybe these trucks don't really lose that much payload with the sunroof? I would like to know your guys' thoughts. See you guys in the next video.